Our small schedule left. Amber, how's it going today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I can't complain. So I got some questions for you. So let's jump right into this. How familiar are you with the Predator franchise? Did you watch any of the films prior to filming?
Prior to filming, yes. Prior to auditioning for this movie, I think I had seen the first one. But
Okay.
definitely after I found out what it was, I went back and, made sure that I watched them, made sure that I knew all the things.
Did your homework? Nice. Uh, what makes Prey special is the fact that the story revolves around an indigenous tribe dealing with the alien threat. Being a Native American yourself, what did that mean to you?
I mean, that's personally my favorite thing about this movie. Is obviously it's like a wild film about like an alien who comes and like hunts human beings in the 1700s, which is crazy. But also the representation element to me is like astounding. The fact that, a big studio was able, and Dan Trachtenberg, who is not a native person, but these people all got behind this story and felt like it had a lot of life to live and a lot to give. Um and then brought on people like Jane Myers, our producer and stuff like that, who's a Comanche, she's an enrolled Comanche tribal member, to make sure that everything was accurate and stuff like that. So to like have that kind of representation, because media influences so much, and it's so much of how our people have been seen for a long time. And it's really like that's how the information about us gets delivered to the people. So to be able to kind of have a piece of making things accurate, or showing a strong character or real social dynamics, stuff like that was really, really like incredible to me.
Dope. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny Glover, you're joining a great list of people who fought the Predator. So, what is it like going toe to toe with the Predator yourself?
Um, I still have it, a little like the things with the big heads. I have an Arnold Schwarzenegger one of him covered in the mud. That was like when I got there, that was my gift. He sat on my table every single day. I'd look at him and be like, you and me. Um, I mean, it's so cool. I loved like, seeing the Predator for the first time. It was just like, it's a man in a suit, but it's like so cool to look at. And like there's an animatronic head that takes like four people to run. So like when the mouth moves and when the eye, like it's just
Wow.
everything is like it's all there in front of you still. So it's like to see it in person, I was like, because I was living in like the movie I was making, which was like, it's about a Comanche girl. And then all of a sudden there was this like thing in front of me, and I was like, holy crap. So no, very, very cool.
Cool. And for my final question, uh, in the Predator film, there's tons of one-liners. That's a key to every action film. So, if you can borrow any of the one-liners from the first film, what would yours be? Which one would you borrow?
From the first movie,
Yes.
um, I would I would say get to the chopper, because that's how Dan tried to tell me that I had the job. Didn't know, didn't get the riddle. He gave me a riddle to tell me that I had booked this role, which was like, if you could get he like FaceTime me, was like, if you could get somewhere only by air and something something, what would you use? And I was like, he goes, what would you say? And I was like, I would take a hang glider. And he was like, no, it's an engine. And I was like, a hang glider with an engine? Like, I don't know. And he was like, no, you're supposed to get to the chopper because you have the job. And I was like, oh. So definitely get to the chopper because lives
That's
in
a
my heart.
great choice. It's a great choice. Again, thank you for the interview. I loved your character in the film. You were amazing.
Thank you.
I hope and pray people like this, and there are more films with you in it. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. And our small catch is life. Hey Dakota, how's it going today?
Doing great, great, man. How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I can't complain. I got plenty of questions, so let's jump right into this. How familiar are you with the Predator franchise? Did you watch any of the other films prior to joining the cast and filming?
Obviously, like everybody else, I was a big fan of the first one. I just thought the first one was deadly. You got Billy and Dutch and the whole gang. I loved it.
Oh, nice. What makes Prey so special is the fact that, the story revolves around an indigenous tribe dealing with the interstellar hunter. What does that mean to you being a Native American yourself?
Oh, that was just so cool to go into a project where we can represent natives accurately. You know, Jane Myers, our producer, she's Comanche herself, so she was always there to make sure that everything was legit and culturally correct. So I was just so thankful to be a part of something that was trying to get things right, and I think did a fantastic job.
I agree. I agree. Um, your character was very cool, by the way. I loved your character a lot.
Thank you, bro.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny Glover, you're joining a pretty dope list of action stars who actually took on the Predator 2. What was it like going toe to toe with the iconic sci-fi alien?
Oh, it was insane, man. I mean, just from seeing it on the screen to being right there. One of the ADs worked over to me one day and he said, "You realize you're like one of like 7 to 10 people who has fought the Predator toe to toe on the planet?" And I was like, "Dang." I was, and then I love the whole fight sequence and everything. I'm on cloud nine.
What was it like working with your co-star Amber Midthunder too in this film? What was it like working with her?
It was really, I mean, it was great. It was educational. She's so knowledgeable. I mean, we flew in on the same flight. We met in Minneapolis and came in. I had never been on an international flight before, so even like she helped me through the airport. She helped me on set, knowing what the crap was going on. It was just really nice to have somebody who was so willing to share, how things work and to be friendly about it.
Nice, nice. Now, she also is joining a list of sci-fi heroes. There's Sigourney Weaver's Ripley, Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor. All these people. They saved the world. So where would you put? How high do you think she'll be on the list after people watch this movie?
Oh, I think should definitely be up there, especially like, because in this movie she's finding herself, she's finding her groove because she's been out before, but she's not been out like this. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like her, coming out ceremony, almost. Uh, so I think after this movie, even so, I mean, like I don't know what the future holds, but I think she could definitely have a good seat up there.
And for my final question, you said you watched the first Predator film, and of course, that film is littered with catch lines in that film. Now, if you had to say a catch line to the alien, to the Predator, what would you have said? Like Duchess, you're one ugly mother, you know what? Or what would you have said?
uh, I love. I mean, this is not necessarily to the Predator, but whenever Billy's like, "There's something out there, and it ain't no man," I'm like, I love that. Or
That's
like,
pretty damn good.
oh, thanks, man.
That's
Or
a
I would have loved
good.
to say, "Get to the horses, get to the horses."
That's a pretty good impression, man. You're pretty good, man.
Thanks,
Pretty
bro.
good.
I
Well,
appreciate it.
that's my time, man. I appreciate talking to you today. You did exceptional in the film, and I think people are gonna like this, man. I think people are gonna like this movie a lot.
Thanks, Bernard. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you for talking to me today.
No problem. Have a good day, brother.
You too.